This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Without doubt, we know Donald Trump to be a liar and a hypocrite. We also know, without doubt, that the agenda and the objective of Republican and Republicanism is cruelty. Cruelty is the point. I didn't invent that. I didn't make that up. But it rings true time after time after time after time. When you combine these two things, it really is a recipe for the worst. Donald Trump was in a rally in New Hampshire yesterday, and it was just mockery and cruelty while being woefully unaware of his own existence. Look, being someone who has been blessed with a robustness, sometimes I'm fatter than others, this is a topic near and dear to my heart. Donald Trump went on this weird rant yesterday about Chris Christie and his eating and not being there because he was busy eating. And then he faked a moment where he was acting as though someone in the crowd was calling Chris Christie a fat pig and admonishing him. Oh, no, don't say that, sir. It was all just a fake, just an act as a way to be cruel, to be bullying, I guess. I mean, Chris Christie can handle himself, but it was disgusting to say the least. Need I remind the world that Donald Trump wants to be president of the United States of America, yet he comports himself as though he's not even has the acumen or decency or decorum to run for junior high office. Watch this moment yesterday from New Hampshire and join in with my disgust.
Who's good? No, Christie's, he's eating right now. He can't be bothered. Sir, please do not call him a fat pig. That's very disrespectful. Don't call him. See, I'm trying to be nice. Don't call him a fat pig. You can't do it. You can't do that. So now, because you're not allowed to do that, and therefore we're not going to do it, okay? We want to be very civil, right? So, the latest.
With all of Donald Trump's riches, apparently he can't afford a mirror. He can't afford a reflecting device to look at himself and realize he himself is a fucking fat pig. Donald Trump, the fattest, piggiest of them all, has the gall to call someone else fat and piggish while he sweats like a pig on stage, just mopping his brow. I mean, at the end of the speech, I'm assuming he lost 10 or 15 pounds with the amount of perspiration, just flop sweat. But if you listen to Donald Trump, of course, that's not his fault. It's because the air conditioner was broken and it was 110 degrees in the room. Watch this.
And by the way, I want to say officially for the press, it's about 110 degrees in this room. Nice job with the air conditioning, whoever. But you know what the press will say? You know what they'll say? Trump didn't look well. He was extremely wet. It's 104 or 5 degrees in this room. But we're okay with it, right? Good.
Look, I've never been to a Trump rally, but can you imagine that crowd? The hooting and hollering idiots, the toothless menagerie of morons that are accompanying Donald Trump in this speech. Gleeful at his mockery, gleeful at his run for president, completely unaware of history of the United States and the caliber of human being relative to education and a mastery of the language and everything else that it takes really to be a president. I mean, we've had some outliers. George W. Bush can't speak English very well. Does seem to be Republicans. But this is just gross. This is just cruelty for cruelty's sake. Because you know who Donald Trump's not attacking? Anybody who's cozy with him, even among presidential contenders. Vivek Ramaswamy. Donald Trump doesn't have a bad word to say about him because he knows Vivek is trying to be vice president for Donald Trump. He's not attacking Donald Trump. But if you have something to say, if you point out the truth about Donald Trump, the fact that he's a fat pig, for one, he will attack you. Chris Christie points out that he is destructive for America. Now, he's a little late to the party, Mr. Christie. We all knew it while you were cozy with Donald Trump, but now you want to be president, you'll get something in exchange, so you'll start to attack. You'll start to tell the truth. But come on, is this who we want? Look, I'm not asking this question of Democrats or people who are opposed to Trump or didn't vote for Trump, but if you did vote for Trump or you're thinking about voting for Trump, really ask yourself, reflect on this question. Is that who you want to be president of the United States, representing all of us, the fat and the skinny alike? Is this who we want? Is this what we want? Is this how we want to be perceived and seen across the world by our allies and enemies alike? This isn't toughness. This isn't strength. This is weakness, abject insecurity on the part of a man who wants to be in charge of the nuclear codes. This is dangerous. Look, this is idiotic because it's just schoolyard name-calling, bullying. But if you're talking about the character of the man, what it takes to be this guy on stage who also wants to occupy the Oval Office of the White House, we're talking about big problems. And it all culminates into a man who wants to be cozy to autocrats and dictators, genocidal maniacs like Kim Jong-un. They exchanged letters and we fell in love, he said. He wants to talk highly of Xi Jinping, of Vladimir Putin, of Viktor Orban. Because at his core, he sees himself as weak. He sees himself as the fat pig that he is, and he feels terrible about it. Everything about him screams insecurity. He's bald, so he grows out this crazy comb over the world's never seen before. You're bald, be bald, bro. You're fat, be fat, bro. But he can't handle it. He wants to be something other than that which he is. What do you think? Is my theory correct? I'd love to hear from you. You can mix it up in the comments. We can have a conversation there. You can also call and leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. And if you appreciate what I do enough to help support and produce this work, click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, hit the super thanks button, or go over to Patreon, patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I will see you next time. I love and appreciate you guys. Be genuine. Take care of one another.